Hey guys, it's Lou. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a declutter for you. So I've been putting things in this bucket that I am looking to declutter as I go through my drawers. I think I've gone through all of them now, so I'm pretty happy to say that this is what I'm getting rid of. I just felt like it was time to do a bit of a clear out. It's approaching the end of the year. I've got some projects going, so I thought I would, instead of some products I like and I can just go through and use up, but other things I'm not enjoying, I don't want to sit and force myself to use them when somebody else could actually be enjoying them while they use them. So some of these are heaps old and they've just gone gross. Some are in perfectly fine condition and will probably go to my mum or her workmates or my workmates. So I thought I would just run through them. First, at the top, there are a lot of lip products. I am going to make a pile that's in the bin, like gross, and then a pile that's going to be handed off to my mum or my friends. So first, let's run through the lip products. But before we get started, guys, as per normal, please jump down below and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all your support. So first thing I grabbed off the top here, actually three, are things that are just really old. I actually can't remember when I got these, which I think is a concerning thing for lip products. So the first is my favourite. Unfortunately, I think it's time. So I think I may repurchase another one. This is by Revlon and it's one of their Colour Burst lip butters in Fig Jam. This is my favourite shade. It just looks like that. I'm not going to do swatches, guys, because I'd literally be covered. But that one is just probably past its time. But like I said, it is one of my favourites, so it could be a repurchase. The next is also a bit gross. It's from Model Co. and it's a lip lacquer in the shade Viva. You can see it's just separated and gone a bit funky, and even when you sort of mix it up and shake it up, it's just not good. So this one's going. The next one is a L'Oreal. It's a lip paint in the shade Darling Pink. It's just there. It is one of the ones that you twist and open like this. It doesn't have the same smell it used to, and it's just a bit chunky, and yeah, no. I think with lip products you can't really be what's the word, sort of like blasé about it. You've got to, it's going on your lips and your mouth, so you don't want things that are off or anything. It's the same with your eyes. You don't want things that are too old and gross and going to give you eye infections or irritate you or anything. So I think doing clear outs is a smart thing to do. The next one I have is from MUA. This is a lip gloss in the shade 4. This one is getting passed on to my mum. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not a big fan of lip glosses in the first place, and I just have too many, so this one's off to mum. The next ones in here are some lipsticks from L'Oreal. These are the collection exclusive ones. This is Frida's Pink, Naomi's Delicate Rose, and Zoe's Pink. These are fine. I am not a huge fan of L'Oreal lipsticks though, because of the smell on some of them. Some are fine. These have that smell, you know, like the real heavy makeup-y smell. I'm not a fan, so these will get passed on. The next few I can see in here are just some little bullet lipsticks, whoops, from some random brands. So the first one is from Avon. This is Cozy Mauve. It's just one of their True Colour lipsticks. This one is from Essence. It's their Long Lasting in number 6. I haven't used it. I think my mum would like this colour. I have one from Luxe Cream Longwear Lipstick. Nope, sorry, it's from Model Co. It is their Luxe Cream in Sienna. Or again, I think my mum would just enjoy this one more. And then I have two from Freedom. I have the shade Juicy Lips and the shade Wildflower. Again, I have way too many, and I prefer, if I was going to work through my lipsticks, to really enjoy the ones I'm working on. What else do we have in here? We've got some Kat Von D lipsticks here. They're just not my favourite formula anymore. So this one is in Lovecraft. This one is Lita 2. And this one is in Mother. I've also got These are two here from I Heart Makeup. They are the lip lavas. I have, does it have the shade? I'm not sure if it has shades on them, but there is a pink, well, pinky purple and a brown, and I'm just not a huge fan of the formula of these. These are from Sleek. Again, I honestly cannot remember getting them. So this is in Shabby Chic and Velvet Slipper. They're the Matte Me ones. So they're, and I think they're on clearance when I got them, so they're probably ancient. So they're going to be passed on. I have one from LA Girl. This is the glazed lip paint in the shade, I'm not sure, but it's like a reddy colour. It's just, I'd have other things in bright colours that I prefer to use than something in a little squeezy tube like this, so this one's getting passed on. I have two metallic lips from Wet n Wild. I just don't wear metallic lips enough to keep multiple, like many of the same similar colours. So I've got Bronze, Berry and Rose Gold. I have another product from Avon. This is one of their True Colour sticks in Charming Pink. I'm just going to pick out, wow, there's a lot of lip products, I didn't realise that. Oops, some fell down the bottom. Okay, so the ones that I have at the top, I've got one from Wet n Wild. This is a matte lip colour in Looking for Truffle. It's like a little pen one. I have two of these Morphe lip polishes. I've got Love Affair and Faithful. Again, I just have other things in these similar shades, not in squeezy tubes. I have a Revlon. Again, this is, I just can't remember when I got this. This is in Addiction. It's one of their Ultra HD mattes. I have one of the K-pop collabing with Australis lip tints. This was in Cocoa. It's just not my favourite formula. I have two Kat Von D lipsticks. I've got Noble and Prayer. I have a Max Factor gloss, which again, who knows when I got this. This is in Enchanting Coral. And I have a mini Fenty lipstick in Candy Venom, which is just a bright pink, which I don't wear often enough to have multiple of pinks. Let's see if we can find the lip products. Okay, I think this is the last two. So I have a little mini from Smith & Colt. This is in Her Name Bubbles. It's just a little mini lip lacquer thing. This is a little bit too sticky for my liking, so we'll see if we've got a friend that likes that. And a mini in Cathedral from Kat Von D. Then we move on to some other products that I'm decluttering. Let's do some eye products. So I've got a Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. I love these, but this smells horrendous. It smells like alcohol the minute I open it. Sorry, I've got an itch. It smells like alcohol. It's definitely off. So, oh sorry, that's a bin. And that's Kits. Okay, and this is a Benny tint from Benefit. It's just like the little liquid one. I just don't use tints on my cheeks very often. I think I've got one other, which I prefer to use. So this one's just going to get passed on to someone. I have this powder from Calvin Klein. This is their One powder. Whoops. And this one is in the shade Porcelain. I've hardly used, I don't actually think I have. No, I don't think I have used it. It's just too dark. Like when I swatch it on the back of my hand, I can tell straight away my whole face would be a different colour. So this one I'm going to pass on. I also have this Bananarama brightening powder from Sports Girl. I have tried to use this. You can see there's like a bit of wear on the middle there, but it is just too dark of a banana powder. It's too yellowy. I have this palette from Sleek. It's the Rockstars Hidden Gem palette. I was looking for products to use next year for some of my painting projects that are coming up. I pulled this out as it was one of my oldest, and it's just, you know how shimmer eyeshadows when they're really old, they go like grainy and chunky, they don't like pick up when you actually swatch them. That's what's happened to this. It's really gross. I probably had this 5 years, 6 years maybe. So yeah, I think it's time that this one says goodbye. I have these two palettes from Revolution that I'm going to pass on. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't use cream highlighters enough to keep a whole palette's worth. And this one, the blushes are just a bit too deep for me. The highlighters are pretty, but I do have similar highlights in my Soph Revolution highlight palette. So this one can be passed on. What else have I got? I've got this eyeliner from MUA. It's in a really pretty green colour. I did enjoy using this, but similar to the Revlon one, it just smells so bad now. So I think it's time to pass this one on. I have another little eyeliner. This one is from LA. I think it's LA Girl. No, LA Splash. This is in Waterlock. It's the little pot liner. This again, it just smells horrendous. I can't imagine actually putting this near my eyes. I thought I had more. Yes, I do. So I have 3 Maybelline colour tattoos, which I love, but these have dried up beyond rehydrating. Like, they're actually like crumbly and disgusting. So I had Tenacious Teal, Painted Purple, and Edgy Emerald. Yeah, like I said, I've rehydrated some in the past. These are just beyond it. They're like flaky and gross, so they're going. What else have I got in here? I've got these two. I have another Calvin Klein product. This again is in porcelain. I think their porcelain shade is just too dark for me. You can see how orange tone that is. It is a concealer, so this one I'm just going to pass along. I had this little product from Maybelline. It's the Baby Balm and Blush. This is in the shade Shimmering Bronze, if I can open it. So it just looks like that. I'm just not going to use a product like this, so somebody else might get some love out of it. I also have an eyeliner, which is just dried out, so it's time to go. It's just a little mini of the Stila. And a lipstick from Colourpop, which is broken. I have since got a credit and ordered a replacement. But like the bullet just pops all the way out and you can't get back in. So this one can go. What else? Oh, and then this. So this is just like a little palette that I put together probably for my mum. Of stuff that I'm just not using a whole lot. So up the top you've got 2 powder contours from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I just kept the one lightest one that's more usable on my skin tone. My mum is slightly darker than me, a little bit more olive tone, so she can have those 2. This is a blush slash highlighter from Colourpop. It's one that came in their little duos they do. This is just a bit too dark on me. This down here is the darkest nude sort of powder from the Kat Von D Shade and Light, so mum can use that one. And then this is a highlighter from Ulta 3 over here. Ulta 3. I have another one. Oop. This one's just a bit too gold toned on my skin, so I've kept the more nudie one for myself. So that's my declutter, guys. It feels good to get a few things out of my collection that I'm not showing enough love to and focus on some other things that I'm really enjoying using. So I hope you guys enjoyed this declutter, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!